So we're now less than 2 minutes away from close, and let me tell you guys, Palantir stock keeps on moving. It's up over 4.5% on the day, and now we're up like 80-90% off the lows from a couple of weeks ago, which is nuts. So we have to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do here on Palantir, and we're going to break down the indexes, maybe some other stocks later in the video if we have time. But first, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe, follow along for more content, and join the free email stock newsletter, which is linked down below. Put your first name and your email address using that link, and I'll send you my top stocks every single week for free. And with that being said, cheers, take a sip of your water, stay hydrated, guys. It's getting hot, at least here in Jersey, man. It's like 85 degrees today, so stay hydrated, and let's dive into it. So we're now less than 45 seconds away from close, and this stock just keeps on defying the laws of gravity. It's unbelievable. We opened up at about $107 a share today, and now we're pretty much filling the entire gap to $115. Not quite yet, but we're pretty much there, which we covered this in my most recent update. It's like every day we're filling another gap to the upside. It's insane here. So we're obviously breaking out to a multi-day high, multi-week high at this point. If I pull up the 20-day chart, you all can see we filled the gap from 98, there goes the closing bell. We filled the gap from $9,800 up to about 107, 106. That was yesterday, right? And then today, we filled the gap to about 113, 114.15. We didn't fully fill the gap yet, but we were pretty dang close. And like I said in the intro, we're now up almost 100%. Not quite 100%, but we're up like 80, 75, yeah, 75%. So not 100%. I might have exaggerated that a little bit, but man, 75% is what we're up from that $65 low that we hit just about 3 weeks ago. Think about that. In 3 weeks, Palantir stock is up 75%. It's like, oh my goodness, man, what the heck? And this is why it's so important when you're in the stock market and stocks are crashing, right? It's so important not to panic sell. How many times did I say don't panic sell a couple of weeks ago, right? Earlier in April, I was like, guys, relax. Don't panic sell. It's going to be okay. Don't freak out. Don't sell out of your favorite stocks that you believe in long term just because we're seeing short-term pain. Don't do it. And this is why you don't do it, because you truly never know when we're going to see another 50 to 100% run. And it happens fast, especially with individual stocks, especially with high growth, high beta stocks like Palantir. I mean, the stock market isn't even breaking out fully yet. You know what I mean? Sure, we've had some green days. We're up a little bit off the lows on the S&P, the NASDAQ. We're looking pretty decent, but it's not like the S&P is back to all-time highs, right? And Palantir's up 75%. Imagine where Palantir is going to be if the S&P starts fully breaking out in the short term here. You know what I mean? If it starts going for all-time highs again, Palantir is probably going to be a lot higher. Let's just say that. We don't know for sure, but again, this is why you don't panic sell and try and buy back in and try and time the bottom because you miss rallies like this. I guarantee you there are people out there that bought Palantir, let's say, for example, at $50. They rode it to 125. Maybe they sold once it started crashing. You know, let's say they sold at $90, for example. They made some good money from $50 to $90, and I guarantee you they're like, okay, I'm going to wait. I'm going to time the bottom. I'm going to get back in. They saw it go down to 60. They're like, nope, it's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. And mind you, they sold at 90. So they're like, all right, I'm going to wait to buy back in. They saw it go to 60, and they're like, oh, I'm going to wait. See if it goes lower, and look at where we are now, 112. And the people that bought at 50, sold at 90, waited to get back in on the crash, didn't get back in. Now they're like, crap, I completely missed the boat. And, you know, maybe now they're trying to buy the breakout at much higher prices. So, yeah, man, you got to just hold on to certain stocks. You know what I mean? You got to just hold on to certain stocks because you never know when we're going to get a disgusting rally like we're seeing right now. You just never know. You just never know. And this is coming from somebody that I did trim a little bit, but that's the thing. I didn't sell out completely. I trimmed some of my position at $123 a share, literally the day before we crashed. Isn't that crazy? I made a video on it too. If you guys want to go dig up the archives, back in the middle of February, I made a video saying I sold about 20% of my Palantir stake at 123 bucks, and no joke, we crashed the next day. It's insane how that worked. But you know, the thing is, I didn't sell out completely, so it's not like I'm trying to time the market, right, and buy back in. All I did was sell some of my position because I was up so freaking much. I feel like I needed to take some profits. But yeah, man, you know, people tried timing this thing, and now it's running away from them. It's nuts. This thing is on fire. I mean, we broke recently 106. Now we're filling the gap to 115.16. If that breaks, we're going to be right back to all-time highs. Just like that. 125 bucks is where we could be going after that. And, you know, from there, who knows? Who knows where it's going to go? But yeah, we have earnings coming up on the 5th of May, which is coming up here pretty soon. Let me pull up my calendar and see what day that is. That's got to be like a Monday or a Tuesday. Let's see. May 5th is a Monday. It's Cinco de Mayo. So they're reporting earnings on Cinco de Mayo, baby. Let's go. Hopefully they crush earnings. The stock goes higher, then we can celebrate with some tacos, burritos, and some, of course, some tequila. Can't forget about the tequila on a Monday. Yeah, maybe we pour up a margarita, guys. You know, if Palantir crushes it on Cinco de Mayo, we shall see. But yeah. This is the type of stock that if you own it, you gotta hold it, man. It's gonna be volatile, but you got to hold it. At least some of your position, you know? I mean, you could do whatever you want, obviously, but trying to sell out and time the market and this and that, it's not the way to go, especially with stocks like Palantir, especially with the indexes, which you guys know, VTI is one that I buy pretty much every week. And a lot of people, man, they were trying to time the S&P, they were trying to time VTI, and who knows, maybe the bottom's in now. Maybe we start running from here in the next couple of weeks. Maybe we get a deal with the US and China that pushes the market higher, and people that were buying up or that weren't buying up the dip here because it's going to go lower, oh my God, Great Depression 2.0, they're going to be left in the dust. So for me, my philosophy with the stock market is stay invested, especially if you have a long time horizon, right? It depends, obviously. If you're about to retire, it's a different story. But if you have a long time horizon, the best thing you can do is just stay invested, right? Sure, maybe lock in some profits, right? Have some cash in your portfolio for market drops, but don't sell everything. Keep a good amount of your money in the market if you have a long time horizon. And this allows you not to miss big swings like we've seen. In Palantir, 75% up. In VTI, which is up like 15% from the lows. About 14%. You won't miss these types of swings if you're invested. And you don't have to have that anxiety of like, oh my God, I got to watch the market all the time and try and time the bottom and buy back in. You don't have any of that anxiety. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it for the video. What a day. The S&P officially closed up today 0.75%. QQQ up 1.1%. Very green day today. Even though the Russell broke even and the Dow went up barely 20 points. Who cares anyway about the Dow and the Russell, man? It's all about the S&P and QQQ, right? And they crushed it, and a lot of other stocks did very well. Tesla went up 10% today, which is like mind-blowing. I don't think that stock should be up 10%. I'm sure as heck not buying it, but it went up 10% today, guys, and, well, I think it could be a decent short opportunity, maybe, just maybe. But you never know with Tesla. You really never know. So I'll wrap it up here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and join the free email stock newsletter. And check out my Patreon. Those are linked down below. I appreciate all of your support as always, guys. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you in the next video.